Hey there, neighbors and naysayers. Clint Finney again. January 15, 16, 17, I don't know. It's a Sunday. The day before Snowmageddon. We're predicted somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 105 inches tomorrow. I'm just kidding. It's somewhere between 6 and 8, but we'll see. I doubt that will even happen. But just goes to show sometimes best laid plans have to change. This particular field is not really a change. This is lower field, what we call the Buckeye Grove Farm. Property lines down there below the sheep. But this is where we're going to winter the sheep from now on. Got some pretty good stockpile grass in here. All I had running in here was a ram most of the summer. So we'll be all right for a little while. But when the snow comes tomorrow, it's all going to get covered up anyway. I don't like to outwinter sheep without stockpile grass, but it just so happens I'm going to run out of stockpile grass sometime this winter. So it's just safer to pull all the sheep and goats in, put them on hay, give them this big field. Yeah, they're going to massively overgraze it, but it's the best option we have. I've got a heavy use pad. We just cleaned heavy use pad yesterday right there through those gates. If it gets really muddy and sloppy, we can put them on there, but we found that they don't really like that heavy use pad. They don't really like to be there. They don't grow very well. They don't look very good. They're better off out here, and I can just leave this kind of go to seed in the summer and let it go ahead and get recovered and regrow, and then we can come back down here again. So I guess just talking with Dad this morning, cows make mud in this situation, sheep make overgrazing in this situation, and we just have to deal with the consequences of that. This field will recover and it'll be fine. Over the hill was my best laid plans. I was planning on moving the steers back to more traditional stockpile grass. These two groups were together until last night. And I just sorted them quick, run these ones over here. It sounds like a big deal. It really isn't. The sheep come first always through the gate. So as long as you're quick with the gate, you can shut the polywire gate, hold the steers back, and the sheep can go on wherever they go. One of my biggest worries in putting the two of them together was how to get them separated back out. And that's been the easiest part of it. It's really simple to get them put back together or back apart, or put them back together, either one. So the steers, we're going to go, like I said, more traditional stockpile grass. But with Snowmageddon coming in here, those fields that they're on for stockpile grass are only polywire. I mean, there's 6-strand high tensile out by the road, but a lot of the gates and things are polywire and slinky gates and things. And Dad and I just decided this morning we're better off to leave the steers where they are, which I guess if I paint Blair Witch Project on you again here, up there on top of that hill, the steers and heifers are just on the other side. There's frost-free water over there. Not a whole lot of grass left in that field, but with the snow coming, there's good 6-strand high tensile between them and the road. There's only 1 strand of polywire we're really worried about. Got real hard gates going to the road. Just a better option to leave them there until we get through this snow and see what it's going to be. They tell us we got snow, but we don't know whether it's going to be wet snow, ice snow, what kind of snow, whether to hold the polywire down, whether it's going to blow off the polywire. We don't know. So it's just best to plan for that. And we put a bale out for the steers. There's still some stockpile grass here and there they can get to. Then when it melts off, we assume it'll be Wednesday, but it may not be for a while. We'll move them then back to stockpile grass, and I may go over there quick and take a video of them just to see. But just goes to show you we have to be really flexible. It doesn't help us to have a hard plan. I mean, I had planned on doing this weekend happening for 2 or 3 months, and now we're making totally different with the steers. The sheep are relatively the same. This is kind of what we were going to do with them anyway, but the steers just radically different than what we were planning. But that's okay. We'll straighten it out once the snow gets here, and once we can figure out where we're going and what we can do and whether they can graze through it, whether they can't. Just better option to leave them behind a hard fence that we know they're not going to have trouble with. This group too, I had planned on bringing them in and sorting them, but I just got too many things to do today. I was going to sort out and get ready to send the load out of here, but just got too many things to do today, and with the snow coming, I don't want to have 2 separate groups. One group's enough. And actually right now I got 4 different groups of things. I'm the person who says don't ever separate them physically if you can keep them separated mentally. But I've got this group. I've got 2 fat lambs that I'm going to keep on stockpile grass because they got a market date coming in March. And then stock with the steers, that growing steers, stalker steers, fat steers, and the cows up on the hill. So it's just great to have snow coming and have 4 different groups of things, but that's just the way things had to work out right now, and they'll stay separate until we get good green grass in the spring. With that, I'll say see you next time.